Today, we're proud to kick off a series of special reports celebrating Black History Month. Dee Riley introduces you to our first history maker, a man who secured a place for himself in not only Black history, he rewrote American history as well.
Long before Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterbacks Josh Freeman and Sean King, and a few years before the legendary Doug Williams, there was Parnell Dickinson. The year? 1976, the inaugural season of the Bucs. 23-year-old Parnell scored a place in history as the team's first Black QB.
Making it and being successful because people were coming behind me, I had to do that, so I guess that was my driving force.
Drafted in the 7th round from Mississippi Valley State, Parnell remembers the tremendous pressure he felt being the first. He also remembers this message from his coach.
You just remember that there is nothing that they can put before you that you can't do, whether it's a playbook or on the field. So that was kind of, the mindset that I had when I came to Tampa, that I was going to make it regardless.
And he did, in spite of the team's rough start. The Bucs made history that first year, albeit not the kind they wanted. They became the first NFL team to not win a single regular season game. But Parnell says it wasn't a total loss.
There was some great relationships developed as a result of that. There are guys right now that were on that team with me that I still communicate with.
Parnell and his teammates celebrated a reunion last December at Raymond James Stadium when their coach, the late John McKay, was inducted into the Ring of Fire. He says the NFL has come a long way since he played. He remembers the challenges and racial stigma he and other Black quarterbacks faced. Many questioned whether they were smart enough to play the game.
Look at myself, look at Doug Williams, look at James Harris, look at Joe Gilliam, and, the list goes on and on and on. So, it was something that we really had to dig deep within us to make sure that was something that was never said about us.
At his home in Lutz, he relives his glory days every day. The walls of his man cave are covered with memorabilia. Do you remember what was going on in that picture?
Yeah, I think we were playing, in this picture here, we was playing the San Diego Chargers, I think.
His den is a shrine to the Bucs. By the way, he likes the old uniforms better.
Hey, look at that. That's beautiful.
He married his college sweetheart, Ernestine. They have 2 children and 3 grandchildren. Ernestine calls her husband a shining example of a winner, both on and off the field.
We came to this community, small town. We came from a small town. So he came here, and after he wasn't a Buccaneer anymore, he stayed here and he worked. And I think that goes a long ways in the community today.
These days, he spends his time coaching the next great quarterback, his 12-year-old grandson, Jalen.
I was like, wow.
Were you proud? Were you shocked?
I was all of that. Proud, shocked, because I'm just out there with a kid, playing around. I didn't know he could do nothing like that.
Ernestine says Jalen is a carbon copy of his granddad. But Parnell hopes Jalen and the community will remember him for more than just his accomplishments on the field.
He taught me how to, to work hard, never give up, and I could do it and never, ever quit.
Dee Riley, ABC Action News.
Well, Parnell is still involved with the NFL. He's been a uniform inspector for the league for 15 years. He also runs a daycare center for low-income families right here in Tampa and is a leader in his church in Carrollwood.